And I'd like to, in the first instance, welcome Minister Stanton back to the House, a regular visitor. And I was overseas yesterday for the first day of the new Seanad, and I just wanted to briefly commend all involved. I think the Chamber has been restored to its absolute natural beauty, and the historical Leinster House is looking extremely well. And it's good to be back home in the old traditional chamber, where many good laws have been passed over the years. And this particular piece of legislation, I'm very honoured to be steering it through on behalf of the Fine Gael group and as spokesperson on justice, because what we are doing, and it's one of those unique pieces of legislation that the people decided the position in a referendum back last May. And all we are doing is essentially bringing into effect the decision of the Irish people. I've listened very, very carefully to my two previous speakers. Senator McDowell, I think, raised some of these concerns during the referendum bill itself. And I think they're very well articulated, and absolutely the reason we're all here is to point out where there can be challenges and difficulties. And with his immense legal expertise, his contribution has to receive due consideration. And I would sincerely hope that in future legislation that the counterbalance that he articulated could be taken into consideration. I also agree with Senator O'Sullivan, always a man of wisdom in these things, when he spoke about needing legislation to deal with hate crime. I think it's absolutely on the money. We do need stronger and tighter and more effective legislation to deal with hate crime. I'm a member of the Oireachtas Committee on Justice, and next week we have the social media companies coming in to the committee to speak about what they're doing to try and deal with cyber bullying, cyber harassment, to a large extent, I suppose, cyber crime, and the immense responsibilities that they have to try and ensure that people's freedoms and integrity are protected. I think that certainly there's a Bible of work to be done in this whole area, and it's very fast moving. Every week there's new social media websites and apps and all sorts of ways of people communicating for seconds, and then the messages disappear. All this type of nonsense that goes on, and we are only, as legislators, trying to keep up with it to ensure that people's privacy and decency and integrity are respected. So when you talk about hate crime and what needs to be done, Senator O'Sullivan, you're absolutely right. And Cathaoirleach, you're chair of the Seanad Public Consultation Committee, which does fantastic work. And I think a body of work that group could look at is doing a body of work on hate crime and how we can deal with it, and what we can do as legislators to protect people. This particular bill, as the Minister has said, is largely technical, given effect to the decision of the Irish people. I think it was 84% or 86%. It was a massive endorsement. I think the only referendum in recent times that got a bigger endorsement was the referendum to give effect to removing Articles 2 and 3. I think that was something like 90%. So it was unanimous, almost. And I think that certainly it has to be welcome. And I think we're dealing with all stages today, Cathaoirleach, are we? Which would be great, because then it's done and dusted, and it's, in my view, another time permitting, of course. Yeah. Time permitting, yeah. Well, yeah, and hopefully time will permit, because I'm almost finished my contribution. I won't be speaking again, but I think that certainly it's another incremental step in the right direction to modernising our constitution and making it reflective of our society as it sits today. Cormac.